Anything that's designy, you know, from the sofa to precious prototypes and one-off pieces, she does tend to chew on, unfortunately, and so very often you'll find bite marks in most things around the studio. I began product design while I was living in Milan. I was always working in architecture throughout the entire period I was working there, but I was constantly surrounded by design. I didn't really know what it was, and it really opened my eyes to this whole world. My very first project that sort of established me as a designer was the Revolution collection. After these great dinners with, 20-some friends in Italy, you would see sort of this chaotic landscape of different height glasses and sizes and things, and to me it just looked messy. And so that's kind of what started this idea of how do you kind of clean that up. True functionality and reciprocal relationship between the objects. I think that was what was really new, and that everything seemed to float. The glassware comes from the Czech Republic. Borosilicate is an unusual choice for material. It's something that is known for being used in scientific labware. Most people know it as the trademark Pyrex. So it's often been in households, but in a different function. As far as all the other materials and sourcing materials, it's all based locally in Chicago. My partner is also a designer, and we have an interesting relationship where we actually have our very distinct lines, but so much of our process is the dialogue between us as designers.
We really talk about things all the time, and we really started working on specific projects together.
So for the Macallan project, we started with this as the original inspiration. So the glassware obviously comes from my strength, and then he conceived of this notion of a presenter.
Where the two pieces meet, we both keep our own personalities, but the kind of mixing and the overlapping really creates a nice dynamic.
This is the Milan trivet. It's actually based off of the sidewalk street crates that can be found in Milan. This is a laser cut version, a prototype that we made to test out the size. And then the actual pieces are machined out of 3/16 solid aluminum. Every part of the process, from the initial concept to seeing it perhaps rendered for the first time, and then meeting with the fabricators, to seeing the piece actually finished, all of it I find just so exhilarating.